Live from Utah's news leader, Fox 13's Good Day Utah Weekend Edition starts right now.
Now at 8 o'clock on Good Day Utah Weekend Edition, COVID-19 cases continuing to break records in our state.
Yeah, it's disappointing and I guess not really that unexpected.
The warnings one doctor at Intermountain Healthcare has and why he says things are going to get worse before they get better. If you haven't received your stimulus check yet, the clock is ticking. We'll explain the steps you need to take before you end up having to wait till next year.
This project is going to change the canyon for the next generation.
Winter traffic jams have plagued Little Cottonwood Canyon for years, but there may be some new solutions on the table to solve it, and an inseparable bond sealed through an unforgettable gift.
Spence, you just saved my life, bro.
It's cute on you.
You made my life better.
We'll show you the friendship between two Utah County men and their hope for people to take action and save the lives of others.
All right, we are so glad you are waking up with us this morning. It is 8 o'clock right now on Good Day Utah Weekend. The ladies are in the house today, Amy Nay and Dina Friedman. Nice to have you here, Dina.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're waking up to a beautiful morning, a little bit of haze outside and some bright sunshine too. So if you're going skiing today, it is opening day at a couple of different Utah resorts. Sunglasses, sunscreen, the whole 9 yards, all of it. So sunshine this morning. It's still cool outside, 29 degrees. We're going to warm up into the 40s today. Good visibility outside too. So seasonal temperatures. So while 29 feels a little bit cold, that's actually about average for this time of year. Highs will be in the 40s today. We do have a cold front coming in on Monday, and that's good because there's a little bit of haze building up today, so that should sweep out the air on Monday, and another chance for some light flurries on Thanksgiving Day. So we'll have that in the 7-day coming up. 29 degrees right now in Salt Lake. It's 25 in Provo, 43 in St. George. We had some cloud cover overnight in southeastern Utah, and that's why it's a little bit warmer there in the southeast corner of the state. But as you can see on the satellite picture, clear skies today. Going to be a fabulous Saturday afternoon. Temperatures will be in the 40s today. We'll have your 7-day forecast, including that Thanksgiving Day outlook, in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Dina. Talking about coronavirus here in Utah now, as we see the numbers, more records being broken in the COVID-19 pandemic. The state reported almost 4,600 new coronavirus cases yesterday, breaking the daily records. The rolling weekly average positivity rate is 23.6%. 533 people are hospitalized with the virus here in Utah. 17 more Utahns have passed away from COVID-19. The victims you see there on the screen were from Davis, Salt Lake, San Juan, Utah, Washington, and Weber counties. The death toll in Utah is now 773. It's been almost 2 weeks since the governor's state of emergency mandate and the statewide mask mandate going into effect with that. But with case counts and deaths continuing to climb, some experts claim not enough has been done to slow the spread of coronavirus. One Intermountain healthcare doctor told Fox 13's Haley Higgins that the next 2 months will likely be worse.
Yeah, it's disappointing and I guess not really that unexpected.
Tests show more than 57,000 Utahns currently have COVID-19. While there were some extremely high positive test days during the state of emergency, it appeared for a brief moment things were leveling off.
So it's really hard to know what would have happened if we hadn't put in those mandates. But I think what you can say is that it hasn't worked well enough. We had hoped that we would have seen a decrease in case.
With the current trajectory, infectious disease physician Dr. Eddie Stenyam believes the end of the year will be the most challenging for Utah during the pandemic, both in hospitalizations and deaths.
We know that the worst is yet to come in the next 2 months, just looking at our current numbers.
The CDC forecasts up to 500 more Utahns could die from COVID-19 complications within the next month. Dr. Stenyam says overrun hospitals and overworked staff will be unable to provide the same level of care.
Well, health experts say this trajectory is not unavoidable. They say it's still important to follow the measures that they say work, including washing your hands, wearing a mask, socially distance, and stay home when you're sick. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Haley Higgins, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Thanks so much, Haley. Today, Intermountain Healthcare is taking their mobile COVID-19 testing unit to Ogden. The testing will be available for all residents, regardless if you have coronavirus symptoms. There will be saliva testing for kids 6 and up and nasal swabs for kids 3 to 5 years old. The unit will be at Odyssey Elementary School. That's at 375 Goddard Street from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Walk-up tests without registration are allowed today. An update on some local news to bring you now as 2 suspects are in jail as the prime suspects in a homicide investigation in West Jordan. It was just before 2:30 Thursday morning when 39-year-old Raymond Ortiz was found shot and killed. Doorbell camera video later revealed that his Mercedes van was seen ramming the suspect's car before it sped away. Detectives eventually arrested 20-year-old Cyril Lobato and 18-year-old Jayton Merrill in connection to Ortiz's death.
Anyone who's been in investigations for any decent amount of time quickly learns the harder you work, the luckier you get. Some good information from some neighborhood video cameras that at least got us a partial description of a suspect vehicle that led to more tips, and we were able to locate the suspect vehicle and ultimately identify the suspects.
Pretty good groundwork there. Police say the suspects knew Ortiz and they had set him up to steal drugs. One of the suspects used to be in a relationship with the victim and is accused of making that phone call to allegedly set him up. Police found 100 pounds of stolen marijuana when they arrested these suspects. Both will now likely face formal murder charges next week. Salt Lake police have arrested a suspect accused of stabbing a woman on a TRAX platform. Officials say that woman was buying a ticket at the station on 9th South and 2nd West late yesterday afternoon when the suspect came up from behind and stabbed her several times. She is hospitalized in critical condition. Investigators are trying to determine whether this was a random act of violence.
We do have a lot of cameras throughout the system, and so there were cameras here at this platform, and I'm sure that they will enter into the investigation.
Neither the suspect nor the victim's identities have been released. We have some new details this morning for you on breaking news we first brought you yesterday on Good Day Utah. We're learning more about this fire you see right here at a Salt Lake City gas station. You could really see it for miles. Investigators say it now appears to be the result of an accident involving a propane tank. It all happened at the Capitol Fuel Quick Stop near 17th South and 9th West. Crews say the fuel was already turned off before they arrived, but not before those flames spread to the main building and an adjacent structure with tires and a propane tank. The store was completely destroyed, but firefighters say this could have been a lot worse.
Especially when we have the fuels underground, that requires so much water, so much foam. Oftentimes we'll even bring in assets from the airport. They've got 3,000 gallons to 5,000 gallons on some of those rigs. We're lucky because we have the municipal water supply. Had we lost that, it would have been a much greater challenge.
The crews say thankfully there were no firefighters or citizens hurt in the firefight. Well, this one's a bizarre story. Salt Lake City police now working to find who took an ATM and then just left it behind in a church parking lot. Police say the ATM was taken last night from a Maverick right near Nibley Park Golf Course. That ATM, though, ended up being found in an LDS church parking lot in Mill Creek yesterday. If you have information that could be helpful to this investigation, Salt Lake City Police would like to hear from you. There are just hours left to claim your stimulus check. The IRS owes 12 million Americans from that first round of COVID-19 relief payments. That, according to ProPublica. You must file a claim to the IRS by 1 p.m. today. Now, the people who did not get a check earlier this year may not have filed a tax return in the past couple of years. Maybe U.S. citizens who live abroad or who are incarcerated by court order were affected as well. If you do miss the deadline today, you can still file a claim, but you have to wait until the 2021 tax season. Gift giving season right around the corner. Have you done your shopping yet? Well, the U.S. Postal Service is now asking for customers to think ahead when it comes to mailing packages and cards over the next few weeks. Do it early, they say. This year, the Postal Service expecting even more mail as people are opting to shop online during the pandemic. With that in mind, USPS recommending to get your packages out as soon as you can, all in order to get them to your loved ones by Christmas.
December 15th, we have our first deadline for Christmas package, and that's ground service. So that's the least expensive way to get your packages, out to your family and friends.
You can order boxes, print shipping labels, even schedule pickup from the comfort of your own home. Have you tried that yet? You can visit the USPS website for more information on their holiday shopping. holiday shipping, I should say, after your shopping. Have you seen the overwhelming gratitude journals online? Well, it all comes after a call to action by the president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He released his own message of self-reflection and a call to action on social media this weekend. President Russell M. Nelson is calling on everyone to embrace gratitude and hope during times of trouble.
No matter our situation, showing gratitude for our privileges is a fast-acting and long-lasting spiritual prescription.
In the message, President Russell M. Nelson invited everyone to offer daily prayers of thanks and flood social media with posts of gratitude for the next 7 days as we head toward Thanksgiving. Still ahead on Good Day Utah weekend, we're less than 2 months away from Inauguration Day, and as President-elect Biden continues to firm up his cabinet, there are accusations of President Trump trying to overturn the election. What Utah Senator Mitt Romney is saying about it. Plus, people are buying guns in record numbers during the pandemic. Hear about the unexpected impact this is making on one Utah gun enthusiast.
And good morning. We have a sunshiny weekend on tap for you with nice temperatures in the afternoon. Here's a look at today's almanac. Average highs this time of year are right where we are, which is in the upper 40s. A full look at the forecast after this.
It's game day live here at Bill and Julie's house, a fan favorite venue ever since they got gig speed internet. Xfinity gives them the ultimate home field advantage. It's their 12th man.
Hey, Amy, you want to grab a seat?
Julie, we're live.
It's game on with gig speed internet from Xfinity.
Start him, sit him, trade him.
Simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, learn about gig speeds from Xfinity. Click, call, or visit a store today.
I know this all looks very Hollywood, but guess what? This is a Nissan sales event ad. Sales event ads are usually boring. Is this boring? Ooh, nice. This Altima has intelligent all-wheel drive, unlike that Accord behind me. Ooh, we're going rogue now.
Lease Altima, just $199 per month.
Hey Utah, Coach Whittingham here. In football, no one player is more important than the team. As players cover their assignment, they expect teammates to do the same. It's working together that makes success possible. Defeating COVID-19 requires a full team effort. Do your part by following local health guidelines to keep a safe distance and properly wear a mask. Because we're all in Utah together. Help us all get back in the game at inutah.org.
Holiday traditions begin with Modern Display. Utah's best selection of collectibles, lights, trees, and ornaments can enhance your home festivities. Celebrate with Modern Display. Modern Display. Lights, trees, decor, ideas.
Imagine life in that, or that. Having zero stress. Wasting zero energy worrying. 0 days wanting less seats, more seats, and zero regrets. Imagine that. 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 T1 S4 Motion today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 to its signing.
Okay, Limu, you said it. Then as I spike it, I'll tell them how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so they only pay for what they need. Got it? Did you get that? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Time to start it up, America. You've got a lot of joy to make. And we're kicking off the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event because you've got turkeys to fry and thanks to give. It's our thing. So we're giving you incredible deals on the Built Ford Tough F-150 and Ford Ranger. That'll make a lot of joy this season. Ford, built for the holidays. Now with Trade Assist Cash, get $6,000 cash back with an eligible trade, plus 90-day deferred payments when financed through Ford Credit.
Starting with some national headlines right now, President Donald Trump's oldest son, Donald Trump Jr., is the latest in his inner circle to now test positive for COVID-19. The president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, was sidelined earlier when his own son tested positive, hampering the legal fight to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Meantime, President-elect Joe Biden remains focused on building his administration with the inauguration just 2 months away. Camilla Bernal has the latest developments for us now from Washington.
President-elect Joe Biden is moving forward with his transition plans, meeting with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer Friday to discuss a COVID relief bill.
They're in lockstep agreement that there needs to be emergency assistance and aid during the lame duck session to help families, to help small businesses.
This as President Donald Trump continues to deny reality.
The campaign, which I won, by the way, but
fighting the results of the election even as his options narrow. Georgia now certifying the votes for Biden's victory.
I believe that the numbers that we have presented today are correct.
The Republican governor there will sign off on the results, but is also leaving a door open for President Trump.
State law now requires the governor's office to formalize the certification, which paves the way for the Trump campaign to pursue other legal options in a separate recount.
Meanwhile, the president meeting behind closed doors with 3 Republican lawmakers from Michigan.
Where's the evidence of fraud?
Another flip blue state set to certify its votes next week.
This is not an advocacy meeting. There will be no one from the campaign there.
2 of those lawmakers issuing a joint statement after the meeting, saying they have seen no information so far that would change the results of the election. Camila Bernal, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Utah Senator Mitt Romney he's released a strongly worded statement, I should say, condemning the president's meeting with Michigan lawmakers at the White House. Senator Romney tweeted, saying in part, the president has now resorted to overt pressure on state and local officials to subvert the will of the people and overturn the election. He says it's, quote, difficult to imagine a worse, more undemocratic action by a sitting American president. Jason Perry with the Hinckley Institute of Politics says Romney is taking a principled stand.
And what he's trying to do right now with his statements, which were very, very strong, is suggest when it comes to issues like the coronavirus or the election, some issues are just bigger than politics.
And in another twist that seems like, well, it could happen in 2020, we understand the TV actor Scott Baio tweeted he might be moving to Utah so he can run against Romney. Baio is an outspoken supporter of President Trump. In Wisconsin, meantime, police are looking for the suspect of a mall shooting. It left 7 adults and 1 teen injured. Emergency units arrived on the scene and escorted the injured to a nearby hospital. Police have not identified the suspect they believe to be involved in this shooting. They're still looking for that suspect at last check. Investigators believe the shooting stemmed from an altercation at the mall. And this morning, NASA will launch a new satellite to monitor global sea levels. The satellite will cover 90% of the Earth's oceans every 10 days. Technology on the satellite will allow scientists to study currents and water temperature as well. Currents will provide better information for shipping and migration. Water temperature readings will help develop more accurate information about the strength and growth of hurricanes. A twin satellite is expected to be launched in 2025. Well, imagine waiting nearly 12 hours to get your hands on a hamburger. It happened at In-N-Out Burger in Aurora, Colorado yesterday. People waited upwards of 14 hours at the newly opened, much anticipated burger joint in town. One of the first of 2 In-N-Out Burgers in Colorado. Electric road signs told customers to expect heavy traffic, and police were in the area to help direct the flow. The first customer reportedly said they'd been in line since Tuesday. My goodness, I guess they needed an In-N-Out there. They've been waiting for it. The chain reportedly has plans to open another location in the state just south of Denver with the possibility of 2 more.
Wow, that's a long time to wait. But hey, whatever floats your boat. All right, Snowbird Hidden Peak this morning, looking at our cameras up there. Wow, just a gorgeous morning, bright blue skies. Now, Snowbird's not open yet as far as skiing goes, but some of the other resorts are, and it's going to be a nice day. A little bit hazy here downtown, waking up to temperatures in the 20s, 29 degrees in Salt Lake and 25 in Provo, still in the 20s in Ogden. Lows this morning, it was chilly out there. Temperatures were cool, 17 in Evanston. Our overnight low in Bryce was 21. 43 in St. George, and 44 in Page. Clear skies overnight. So we had clear skies overnight, and that made it really cool this morning, and a little bit of cloud cover in southeast Utah. So your overnight lows weren't actually too uncomfortable. It was pretty warm down there. We'll have lots of sunshine today. Current temperatures 12 in Kemmer, 25 in Provo, and it's 25 in Tooele this morning. We're still in the teens in Logan, 37 in Green River. There's that relatively warm air down in Blanding at 41 there, and 39 in Moab, and 43 in St. George. So going to be a nice afternoon in southern Utah. Lots of sunshine across the state today, and some of our ski areas are open. So Bryan Head and Park City, you'll have lots of sun. And please don't forget, I know it's early season, everybody's getting their feet wet with skiing and everything. The snow has a really high reflectivity. So if you haven't been on snow yet this season, remember, it's going to blast back in your face with that bright sunshine. So you do need your sunblock out there today, and of course your sunglasses. We do have, though, with the sunshine and high pressure, a little bit of valley haze and inversions developing today, and weak storms on the way for Monday and Thursday. So that'll help clean out the air too. Satellite imagery just showing high pressure, clear skies all around the western United States. Not a lot of active weather today. High pressure around. Sunshine today. We do have some cloud cover moving in for tomorrow. So increasing clouds on Sunday, and then a cold front approaches for Monday, which is kind of good because this will help to clear the air. Not a huge weather maker. Knocks down the temperatures a little bit, and we'll see some high elevation, just some lighter snow up there, and a little bit of rain mixing in down here in Salt Lake. 48 degrees for today's high temperature in Salt Lake City, 41 in Provo, 47 in Vernal, and 68 in St. George. Thumbs up. Great weather in southern Utah. Beautiful. 62 for Moab. Picture perfect. For tonight, clear skies, 30 in Salt Lake, 12 in Park City, and 29 in Provo. A nice evening. It really is a beautiful weekend. Southern Utah especially. Temperatures in the 60s. And Thanksgiving Day down there, you've got temperatures around 60 degrees. So northern Utah, today's high 48, tomorrow around 49. There's the cold front on Monday. A little bit of rain mixing in with a small bit of snow, but nothing significant. 40s and 50s, cold front for Thanksgiving. So it is going to be colder that day with a chance for just light flurries. No significant precipitation on tap, but a beautiful weekend with highs in the upper 40s for today and tomorrow.
Yeah, those 70s are a thing of the past, aren't they?
Yeah, wishful thinking. But, you know, you can go down to St. George, Mesquite, all those areas are just having terrific weather right now.
Yeah, they are. Just beautiful time of year.
Yeah.
All right, Dina, thanks so much.
E.T. All right, I'm trying to take an eye test. It's hired or fired. We're bringing it back. And there's a lot of things you have to do or pass, tests you have to pass to be a soldier. Oh, yeah, that's coming up. Get back to this. F-O-X.
I don't think he's passing that one. All right, Utah's own Donny Osmond is returning to the stage in Sin City. Details on his next residency in Vegas.
At Sprouts, we work with the best farmers and trusted brands to bring you a variety of great products that help you keep feeling your best. Come talk to our wellness experts. We're here to supplement your health. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
Today's ways of working may work differently tomorrow, but you can work out anything with Comcast Business. Get fast, reliable, and secure internet on the nation's largest gig speed network. Flexible tools like Wi-Fi you control, voice solutions that connect you from anywhere, and expert advice. Here, or even here. Be fast, be flexible, bounce forward with Comcast Business. Get started with a powerful internet and voice solution for just $64.90 a month. Plus, for a limited time, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card when you upgrade. Switch today.
Pulse. Breathe it in.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, gyros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
The frigid terrain of an untouched winter. Underneath this blanket of snow, a mystery awaits to be... Whoa! Acura Season of Performance event is on now. Don't miss it.
Visit Mike Hale Acura or Jody Wilkinson Acura for attractive offers on the RDX.
It started out as an expression of gratitude for a beautiful harvest. and has grown into a ritual of love. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Sprouts. Sprouts, where goodness grows.
All right, live look outside this morning, a little bit of hazy sunshine, but we've got a beautiful weekend, highs in the 40s. We'll have your 7-day forecast, including that Thanksgiving Day coming up.
Pretty start to the day. Meantime, there are not a lot of options available that will pay you while you train or learn a new trade with no experience at all, but the Armed Forces is one of them. Let's check in on Fox 13's Big Buddha in his latest edition of Hired or Fired.
First off, everybody at home at the station at Fox, round of applause for our men and women in the armed services. I got to make sure I got to check myself. I get emotional when I talk about the love that I have for my country and my countrymen, because I'm only able to do what I do because of the freedom that I'm afforded by the men and women in the armed services. So thank you so much. I have a lot of veterans in my family, nothing but love and respect. But there might be other people out there looking to join your ranks. How do we do so? Is there a job fair coming up? Is there a recruiting fair coming up? Sarge?
Yeah, we're always looking to hire. We do have a great career fair coming up virtually on Friday the 20th, and you can go to our station Facebook page, which is the Clearfield Army Recruiting Station, and you'll get all the information for that virtual career fair. You also can direct message our Facebook page to get in contact with one of these great recruiters. And that's ultimately how you can reach us.
This is my training team. They've been an awesome team this morning. Would you mind introducing them and then critiquing my performance? And then let's give me the decision whether I was hired or fired.
All right. This is Sergeant Rich.
Okay.
This is Staff Sergeant Waterman, Staff Sergeant Arnold, and Staff Sergeant Nielsen.
Again, thank you for your service. How'd I do this morning, Sarge?
You did outstanding. Yes, we are absolutely going to hire you.
Yes! Woo! Yeah! Oh, sorry. Got excited. Sorry, that's not. I got to change the way I do things. Sorry. We're not gonna do that anymore. All right, but website for more information?
The website's just Clearfield Army Recruiting Station Facebook page.
All right, well, there you go. If I could do it, you can do it too. Fox13now.com for more information and get a job and serve our country. Have a great day. God bless America. Bye, guys.
Thanks so much, Buddha, and thank you, of course, to everyone who serves. Listen to this. Utah's own Donny Osmond will be returning to Las Vegas in August 2021 for a brand new solo show. Just a little taste of the entertainment you may be getting. Donny, of course, has signed a multi-year residency at Harrah's, where he says he'll be showcasing timeless hits from his career, as well as debuting some brand new songs and dance numbers. Donny says COVID-19 has given him time to work on his new album and says he's excited to get back on stage. Donny and his sister Marie ended their Las Vegas show a year ago after an 11-year run. We caught up with Donny about what you can expect from this new show.
It's not going to be a rehash of the Donny Marie show. This is a whole different thing. It's like as almost 6 decades of music jammed into 90 minutes.
Should be a lot of fun. The shows will run Tuesdays through Saturdays, we understand, and the tickets actually go on sale this Monday at 11 a.m. We'll post a link as to where you can find them at fox13now.com. Still to come in our next half hour, UDOT is sharing 2 more potential solutions to the traffic congestion in Little Cottonwood Canyon. We'll explain what they are. Plus, law enforcement taking action after a massive Halloween party is held in Lehigh. The punishment the party organizer could be facing. Come on. Let's go.
Come on, let's go in.
Toyotathon is on. 'Tis the season for great year-end deals.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2020 Highlander. Or lease a new 2021 RAV4 for just $219 per month.
Don't miss out. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is my body of proof.
Proof of less joint pain and clearer skin. Proof that I can fight psoriatic arthritis.
With Humira. Humira targets and blocks a specific source of inflammation that contributes to both joint and skin symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain, stop further irreversible joint damage, and clear skin in many adults. Humira is the #1 prescribed biologic for psoriatic arthritis.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist about Humira.
Go to Humira.com to see proof in action.
Hi there, it's Les Schwab Tires. But if you don't know us, we want to introduce ourselves as Les Schwab Alignment and Brakes and Shocks and Wheels and Tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night, because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 19...
8:30 right now. Good morning. So glad you're joining us this morning. Amy Nay and Dina Friedman here talking about some cold weather, although Dina's been arguing with me all morning long and it's not cold. It's right where it should be.
It's really not. It's climatologically average right now. Average for today is around 46 over 28 or so. So this is about what we are today. Hazy sunshine this morning. Because we have high pressure, what happens is that limits the mixing of the particulates. So what we see is this haze layer that's developing now. So we'll have hazy skies today and tomorrow. It'll blow on out though on Monday, so it shouldn't be a long-term thing. 29 degrees. Sunshine this morning. Very bright outside. Going to be a nice weekend. And here, Amy, seasonal temperatures. That means highs in the 40s and lows in the 20s. We do have a cold front coming in on Monday. That'll give us a chance of showers and it'll clean out the air, and also a chance for some flurries on Thanksgiving Day, but no significant precipitation in our forecast. Temperatures currently 29 in Salt Lake. It's 25 in Provo and 25 in Bryce, 43 in St. George this morning. Our satellite imagery showed we had a little bit of cloud cover here in southeastern Utah, and now we have clear skies in the northern half of the state and really the entire state as we go into the later part of the morning. So sunshine today, starting off around 30. Highs today will be in the upper 40s. We'll take a look at your Thanksgiving Day forecast coming up.
Thanks so much, Dina. Now to a developing story. Criminal charges are being filed after a massive Halloween party in Lehigh had to be shut down. It may be the first time that these charges have been filed like this here in the state during this pandemic. The man who organized the party is charged with violating health regulations. It's a Class B misdemeanor, which refers to someone in violation of any lawful notice or order that's been issued regarding public health or sanitation. Now, one officer recalls the warehouse building was, quote, wall-to-wall people who were shoulder to shoulder.
From state government, it's been disappointing to see people who are willing to have parties in direct defiance of proper public health in the middle of a pandemic.
Of course, the public health issues is one of the issues. And then, you know, with the disturbances, with the noise ordinances, you know, the building occupancy issues as well is cause for concern for us for the public safety.
Now, Fox 13 News learned that Lehigh police knew about the party in advance and then shut it down after those complaints, as well as hired security, reporting they'd felt overwhelmed by the amount of partygoers who came. The current charges against the party organizer could mean up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. However, additional charges are on the table. We'll keep you posted on this story as we learn more. We turn now to a follow-up to a Fox 13 News 360 report we brought you last month on finding solutions to traffic congestion in Little Cottonwood Canyon. Up to this point, UDOT has proposed 3 solutions, and now, thanks to the public, there are 2 more ideas on the table. Those ideas have included an enhanced bus service, a bus service with a dedicated shoulder lane, and a gondola from the mouth of the canyon. Well, now, UDOT project managers are going to examine the idea of a gondola from near the Lakai restaurant northwest of Little Cottonwood Road, as well as a cog rail from that very same area.
There's a lot of enthusiasm when people are looking at some of the alternatives, and I think it's because some of them, it's the first time that we've even considered something like that in Utah.
And this project is going to change the canyon for the next generation, and it's so important to get it right.
UDOT hopes to have a draft of this study as well as preferred recommendations done by next summer. That's also when a public comment period will open for about 45 days. New this morning, blood centers across the country are suffering from a dangerously low shortage of life-saving blood donations. COVID-19 has forced blood drives to cancel and has kept donors away, resulting in a huge impact on blood supply. The Red Cross and other blood centers are urging Americans to make an appointment to donate. They want to assure the public that blood centers are taking every precaution to keep donors safe.
We have our staff wear masks. Our staff are diligent about being socially distant. We have cleaning protocols in place. We take temperatures as people come in. We manage appointments very carefully. We control the flow. So we have adapted to the pandemic.
Despite all our fears and our expectations of what might or might not happen, we should still try to help each other and go out of our way to go above and beyond.
If you want to find the nearest place to you to donate, just head to americasblood.org or redcross.org to learn more. People are buying guns and ammo in record numbers this year. As Ashley Sampson shows us, it's having an unexpected impact on a group of professionals.
Some guys have a man cave in their homes. Clint Adams has turned his Utah basement into part science lab, part ammunitions workshop.
Put a primer in, and then I'm loading a charge.
He measures the weight of each bullet he's loading to the gram.
The brass I'm using is alpha brass. The powder is Hodgkin Varget.
This may sound like a different language to you and me, but to the professional long-range precision shooter, it's basic.
You can have the best fundamentals as a shooter, but if your ammo isn't better than you, you're not gonna have success.
He provided us with some video of a national competition he competed in, pre-COVID. Now,
so I'll practice a lot this way too.
Dry firing in his backyard. No magazine, no bullets.
Definitely you get some weird looks from people that may not know you.
It's not ideal, but there aren't many options these days.
This year's been a really good year.
Since March, Dave Larson has had a hard time keeping his shelves stocked.
Yeah, after they cleaned out the Costco's, they came to the gun stores.
He says his supply is 1/3 of what it was last January.
9mm ammo usually sits right here.
Today feels a bit like Christmas morning to Adams. He's firing real ammo for the first time in months.
I'd definitely say the shortage is affecting my ability to get out and stay sharp.
But a series of road trips all over the state made today possible. And he says he plans to do whatever it takes to keep up on his craft.
Hey, I'll drive 3 or 4 hours to be able to buy 1,000 primers to keep doing this.
Just don't ask him to reveal his favorite shooting location.
It's like becoming secret hunting spots where people go to shoot.
Reporting from somewhere in Utah, I'm Ashley Sampson.
Coming up, the growing health problem that too many seniors are suffering in silence from and why proper care is more important than ever. And two friends celebrating a milestone event this weekend, the day they both lived through a kidney transplant. This is a story you don't want to miss. It's right here on Good Day Utah Weekend.
The name brand tires you trust, and our expert services on alignment, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more will keep your vehicle running as smooth as those new tires. And take advantage of our good to no credit needed financing only at your local Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Utah's #1 for new country, K-Bull 93.
The best songs, the biggest stars.
Utah's doing the move and winning free moolah with a $25,000 fast money keyword. Win $100 10 times every weekday, and your shot at $25,000. Lexi and Banks in the morning, country music all day, and free money. K-Bull 93.
We've been helping families make joy for over 100 years, and we're not taking this year off. So at the Ford Built for the Holiday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months, 90 days payment deferment, and $2,000 trade assist cash on select Ford SUVs and Fusion. That's on top of what your eligible trade is worth. So get the family together and make some joy this season. Now get 0 for 60, plus $2,000 trade assist cash with an eligible trade, plus 90-day deferred payments when financed through Ford Credit.
We drive everywhere to help our son reach his dream of becoming an elite swimmer. So we enrolled in the Know Your Drive program with American Family Insurance. It gives us discounts for safe driving and other benefits, like emergency roadside service, which comes in handy, no matter where his dreams take him. With Know Your Drive, save up to 20% and get closer to your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the Cowboy Pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's.
Big O Tire's Black Friday sale is here. From November 16th to December 6th, get big savings on tires, oil changes, and more, including up to $190 in rebate savings on select sets of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
8:39 is the time. We take a look at some consumer news for you this morning. The FDA has sent a warning letter to companies selling products that falsely claim to treat COVID-19. Some of the companies are marketing sanitizing products that are advertised as being able to kill the virus. Another company was cited for claiming their stem cell therapy products treat COVID-19, among other diseases. The companies have 48 hours to respond to the FDA about steps to correct the violations. Facebook facing allegations of putting profit ahead of worker safety. More than 200 workers signed an open letter accusing the company of requiring workers to return to the office despite risks of catching COVID-19. The letter calls on Facebook to allow more remote work and offer hazard pay to those who are returning to the office. A company spokesperson says the majority of its 15,000 content reviewers do work remotely and will continue to do so. If you think your partner keeps a secret, you might be right. A survey by StockX found 37% have a secret stash of money. That secret stash contains an average of about $2,000, so not too much, hid aside. The survey found that 62% believe opposites attract when it comes to money matters. Participants reported averaging 7 disagreements with their partner each month about finances. Just 7, huh? All right, while most seniors wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor for physical ailments, that's not often the case for struggles with anxiety or depression. Barb Consiglio has more on a new survey detailing possible reasons behind their hesitations and efforts to better deliver care to those who need it.
When Sammy Smith realized her mental health was affecting how she interacted with her family, she knew it was time to ask for help.
I knew I was dealing with depression and anxiety, and I was not handling it well.
Seeking treatment was life-changing for Sammy, but it's something many seniors are reluctant to talk about. A new national survey, the GeneSight Mental Health Monitor, finds nearly 2/3 of Americans 65 and older who are concerned about having depression will not seek treatment, with a third believing they can snap out of it on their own.
With the elderly, I think there's a misperception that getting depressed, getting down is a normal part of aging.
They are not proactively asking for help, and even when we identify the psychiatric problems, they may still reject the help.
It's a growing problem that's been accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Lack of socialization, financial implications, the other health implications. There's so much stress, and there are so many reasons to be depressed, and it is almost natural to have these psychiatric problems during this time.
Which is why acknowledging these issues and finding care is critical to improving and even saving lives. Typically, there is some trial and error in finding an effective treatment, and the survey finds that potential side effects contribute to seniors' hesitation to seek treatment. But a key may lie in your own genetic code. The GeneSight test may make the process easier for patients by using their DNA to help their doctor make more informed recommendations.
That provides the clinician with important information that can help them select the medication that the patient is more likely to respond to and less likely to have difficulties with.
It's a step that's made all the difference for Sammy.
He did the test with the swab cheek, and 3 days later I was given the results and I was given the medication that started helping me.
And she hopes more older adults will reach out to find solutions rather than suffering in silence. In Cincinnati, this is Barb Consiglio reporting.
We've got some more local news for you right now. For the first time in 12 years, Ogden will have an Hispanic school board member. Arlene Anderson will replace a 15-year incumbent on the board. She's a first-generation Utahn and has lived in Ogden her whole life, showing pictures of her parents there. She hopes her presence on the board will give representation to the district's many Hispanic families.
I think it's extremely important that there is representation because it truly does matter.
With over 11,000 students in the district, 50.8%, I should say, are Hispanic. It makes it one of the most diverse districts in the state. Anderson says she will help all families and students in Ogden, regardless of their cultural backgrounds. It's one of the most precious things that someone can do, to give the gift of life through organ donation. What a selfless gift. And that's exactly what one Utah County Sheriff Sergeant did for his friend 2 years ago this weekend.
Spence, you just saved my life, bro.
It's cute on you.
You made my life better.
Now, this is such a moving story. Sergeant Spencer Cannon and Ed Cameron have known each other for some 20 years. When Cameron experienced kidney failure, Cannon offered to give him one of his kidneys. Both men in their 50s say the day of the successful transplant, November 20th, 2018, was one they'll never forget.
I still remember exactly how it felt walking in that door.
He would not be here if it wasn't for the sacrifice that Spencer decided to give me that kidney.
And there is new life to this story. Cameron just welcomed a new baby boy into his family 2 weeks ago. Baby Jax Edward Spencer Cameron is named after his godfather, who made his life possible with this kidney donation. Both men shared their stories with Fox 13, hoping to inspire others to consider being an organ donor. For the 14th year, the traditional zoo lights at Utah's Hogle Zoo will be bringing holiday cheer to Salt Lake City. Well, yesterday, the zoo offered up passes online for free, but they all sold out within just a matter of hours. Fox 13's Spencer Joseph went to the zoo to find out what's in store this year.
If you haven't heard already.
But we're so excited to announce that this year Zoo Lights will return. This is our 14th year.
But there's something different about this 14th year for a staple of Utah's Christmas celebrations.
It's really been the buzz, and we've had a hard time keeping it a secret.
So what is it? Well, thanks to a grant from the Utah Legislature and the Utah Division of Arts and Museums.
We are able to offer Zoo Lights for free this year.
Even though the park has a long way to go until they're ready, when people found out the wait to get tickets was longer than Santa's naughty or nice list.
This morning when we announced it, everybody went online and the queue got a little bit long.
And with spots going fast, this is the gift that the Utah's Hogle Zoo wanted to give families this Christmas.
But we really hope it makes Zoo Lights accessible to families that maybe have struggled through 2020, and Christmas is a crunch time for everybody anyway.
While Zoo Lights might be fun for people,
most of the animals don't like the lights, and plenty of them don't love the cold temperatures.
Something I found out in a very exclusive interview.
And I'm here with the lion himself. Now, Mr. Lion, what do you think of Zoo Lights? No response, but the rest of the park absolutely loves it.
I've got a son, and it's probably our favorite thing that we do every Christmas. Yeah, being able to come and do something outside that feel it's totally safe. I mean, the zoo does such a great job at sanitizing everything.
This is Sarah Benzion. She told us that she already reserved her spots for this year.
I mean, it's so nice to try to feel normal during this really difficult time.
So whether it's Santa, the lights, or the holiday joy, it's a Christmas celebration the Hogle Zoo hopes will continue for years to come.
The zoo is festive, it's beautiful, it's kind of that almost Hallmark kind of winter family experience.
And just in a matter of hours, those tickets sold out. So if you want to get to Hogle Zoo, well, you might have to wait till 2021. There are going to be some differences for those that actually did get tickets. Things like socially distant pictures with Santa Claus and limit to some areas just because of coronavirus. In Salt Lake City, Spencer Joseph, Fox 13 News, Utah.
The zoo is still open. You can still get to the zoo. Zoo Lights, though, now sold out. Skiers and snowboarders wasting no time getting on the slopes for opening day of Park City Mountain Resort. Of course, with COVID-19, there are some changes to operations this year. They say you must be making a reservation if you'd like to ski at a resort or the canyons, which you can do online. Everybody required to wear a mask, and there will be limited capacity. Aside from the changes, Park City Mountain Resort says they welcome the blue skies and soft snow as it made for a perfect opening day.
Isn't it great with all that is going on? You see people coming through the village, heading to the left, and you won't see anything but smiles on people as they're arriving. It feels so good to be outside and on the snow again. And
well, a lot of people excited to get those ski seasons kicked off. The resort says they couldn't have asked for that better day with the conditions they had. Brighton and Bryan had also started their seasons this week, and Alta, Snow Basin, and Snowbird are scheduled to open up next week.
Oh, most excellent. Now here is a view from Snowbird up on Hidden Peak. Bright blue skies. Wow. It is a great day for some skiing out there. You just heard some of our ski areas are open. Park City, Bryan Head, and Brighton. Lots of sunshine for them today. So definitely going to need your sunscreen and sunglasses and goggles, all that great stuff. It'll be an excellent afternoon. And of course, down here, we are going to have some valley haze developing today as high pressure is around, but that will be knocked out on Monday because we do have some storms coming in on Monday and on Thursday. So right now you can see the downtown haze here in Salt Lake. It's 29 degrees, 29 in Ogden as well, and 25 in Provo. We've had clear skies overnight on that satellite image, and that's going to mean that we have high pressure today. And what that does is it limits the atmosphere from really mixing up. So we'll have that haze building in the afternoon. 29 degrees in Salt Lake. It's 20 in Park City, 25 in Provo this morning. Still in the teens in northeastern Utah. And 37 in Green River. It's still warm and Blanding, 45 degrees. You had some cloud cover there, and that kept your temperatures a little bit warmer overnight. Now, as far as temperatures go, we're hearing a lot of people kind of talk about, well, it feels like it's really cold out there. It's actually not. It's about average. Our average for this time of year is 46 over 28, which is right about where we are. We're in the upper 40s, lower 20s for the next couple of days. High pressure around today, clear skies all across the Mountain West and all the way out to the West Coast. So we've got very quiet weather, sunshine on tap for today. That's on Saturday. Sunday, a little bit of cloud cover moves in, but the big story, it's not really a big story, but we do have a weak cold front moving in on Monday, and that will just give us a shot at some precipitation. More interesting, though, is this upper level flow chart. Let's check it out. Now, you see the rainbow colors. That corresponds with the temperatures here. But what you want to look at is these dips, this U shape. That's what's called a trough. And when you have the jet stream and it dips down like this, that's where you get this active weather in here and this trough coming in. So we have a dip on Monday, so a little bit of a cool off, and then another ridge, and then another one on Thursday. That's on Thanksgiving. So progressive weather throughout the week, which means that the air quality shouldn't get too bad because we've got storms, weak storms moving through. Temperatures today, sunshine with highs in the 40s, 48 in Salt Lake, 68 in St. George. So beautiful weather in southern Utah. Clear evening on a Saturday night. Temperatures in the 30s, 30 in Salt Lake and 43 and St. George. So southern Utah, temperatures in the 60s all week, including a little cooler on Thanksgiving Day, around 60 degrees. Northern Utah, upper 40s all weekend. There's the chance at some rain mixing with snow on Monday, light amounts of precipitation. And then again, cooler air on Thursday with a chance for light snow flurries, a little bit more snow up at higher elevations, and cooling off with temperatures only around 40 by Thursday. Another look at weather coming up.
Imagine life in that, or that. Having zero stress. Wasting zero energy worrying. 0 days wanting less seats, more seats, and zero regrets. Imagine that. 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign Then Drive event and lease the 2020 Tiguan S4 Motion today with 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 to its signing.
When you shoot the zesty burger sauce rapids on this new double cheeseburger papadilla, oh, you're gonna want to capsize in that chunderdome of meat, cheese, and pickles. The new double cheeseburger papadilla and the return of double cheeseburger pizza, Papa John's.
In Utah, we know the importance of family. Your family plays an important role in slowing the spread of COVID-19. We understand that this pandemic will not last forever, so as many return to work, school, and other activities, please wear a mask. It helps protect your family and strengthens Utah's economy. Learn how we can work together at inutah.org/healthy.
This year, let's make our own holiday magic. Let's celebrate home with more cheer, more light, and more memories. Because a gift for home brings joy to all.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for this guy, a veteran who honorably served. And it's made for her. She's serving now. We made it for all branches and all ranks, whether they served one tour or made a career of it. We also made USAA for military spouses and their kids. USAA is easy to work with and can save you money on auto, home, and renter's insurance. Become a member today. Get an insurance quote at usaa.com/quote. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
Fairlife is milk that gives you more. It's ultra filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. This holiday, bring more to the table with Fairlife ultra filtered milk.
Back in September, Corner Canyon had to rally to escape Lone Peak with a win. The 8th-ranked team in the country getting yet another shot at the Knights, this time in the 6A state championship game. Go to Eagle Mountain, where the Chargers may have saved their best for last. Already up a couple of touchdowns. Dylan Carlson bowls across 21-0 Navy after only one quarter. Then Jackson Dart beats the contact at Talmadge Hanley. This thing turning into a rout quickly. 31-0 Corner at the break. Go to the third. Dart, with all the time in the world, eventually scoots right, 11-yard toss to his guy, Jet Main. And then to cap 45 unanswered, TD toss number 4. This one to Cody Hagan, gets popped, but does have the pylon. Lone Peak didn't score until 6 minutes left in the game, and Dart came just 43 yards shy of the state record for most passing yards in a season as the Chargers win their 3rd straight crown.
There's only so many people in the world who get this opportunity, and I'm just grateful to be a part of this program and carry on the streak.
The 5A final to follow. Timpview dropped their first 3 games, but finished strong for a shot at Orem. The T-Birds blocking a field goal and an extra point in the first half. Then Lou Amave targets a wide-open Ammon Key for a 37-yard Timpview lead. That is until the Tigers start to establish that run game. Paxton skips. Does more than skips. He's going to barrel 36 yards. In fact, 6 all at the break. More Orem out of the locker room here. Skips again, this time from short. Followed by Joe Smith riding behind his fullback right here. Orem even better than Corner on their way to their 4th consecutive state title. 26-13 the final.
Man, it's just all the hard work that we put in, all those 4 a.m.s, all those 7 p.m., all those 5 days, it all paid off, baby. And now we're here. 4 in a row, baby. Ever since freshman year, is what we've been doing.
Yeah, congrats to both. Also some Jazz notes. Jordan Clarkson re-signs for 4 years, while Derek Favors is returning to Utah on a 3-year deal. Morgan Vance with your morning sports report.
Finally this morning, Punxsutawney Phil will look for his shadow without a live audience next year. The 2021 edition of Groundhog Day will be held virtually. Yeah, this is what the crowds have been in the past, but no guests on hand at Gobbler's Knob for Punxsutawney Phil's annual prediction. The Punxsutawney Groundhog Club says the risk of spreading the coronavirus is just too great for an in-person event. The group also announced plans to live stream several events for Groundhog Day, in addition to the appearance by their famous groundhog. So everything's changing, and kind of for a ways out as well as we look ahead, because that's still a few months out.
That is still a long way out. And
I guess we'll just have to rely on you, Dina.
That's right, because he's totally accurate. We've got a nice day today. Temperatures will be in the 40s for the whole weekend.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. A lot of football on today. We'll see you later tonight.